Hey guys, this is Heather from healthyveganrecipes.net. Today I wanted to show you a gluten-free pizza crust recipe that's made with whole grains. And you can take this crust and then top it with whatever kind of pizza toppings you like. For those of you who want the recipe, it will be posted over at healthyveganrecipes.net with all of the ingredients and directions and all that. But I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So as I said, it's gluten-free. We're going to use some millet, which is a grain that looks kind of similar to quinoa. You can use quinoa as well if you like. I'm just going to put this into my little mini blender and blend it up just a little bit to get it cracked. So there we go. It's just cracked up a little bit so it's like a coarse cornmeal. So I've got it in the pot with some water, going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to add some salt to help it cook. And this is herbamere, which also has some dried herbs, dried vegetables, and kelp powder in it. So it also adds a little bit of flavor, which I find is pretty important for this because millet on its own doesn't really taste like much. So what I also do is just add some dried herbs. And this is just a mix of a few different kinds. I don't even really remember what I put in here. Oregano, basil, marjoram for sure. I think there's some dried chives, maybe some other stuff. I think some dried mint. So you want to get that to a boil and then put a lid on it, turn it down to simmer, and leave it to cook for about 20 minutes until it's nice and soft. You want to make sure you stir it every so often because millet will want to stick to the bottom, especially when you grind it up a little bit. It definitely settles down to the bottom and sticks. So once it's at a soft consistency, you're ready to get the oven going. So I've got it up to 350 and I'm also going to add a little bit of nutritional yeast. I just find that because it doesn't have the normal yeasty flavor like a regular pizza dough would, a little bit of nutritional yeast is nice. And usually a little bit more salt, just to, again, help the flavor come through in the crust. Stir whatever other flavorings you want to put in here. You could make a spicy pizza dough. You could make, you could put some fresh dill in here. You can do anything you want, really. And then get it into a pan. And what I find the best pan to use is a springform tin. So that's a round tin that has a spring release on the side so that once your pizza dough is done, you can just take this off and there's your pizza on a plate ready to go. So just spread your mixture out at the bottom of your pan and then smooth out the top. You can do a thin crust or a thick crust. I like thin, so this recipe for this size of pan is going to make a fairly thin crust, as you can see. And I can bake it like this. But what I find is once I get the vegetables going on top, they tend to want to fall over the sides because I put a ton of veggies on here. So putting the sides back on the springform now will help me do that.